Gotta catch 'em all. My name is FD, the shiny hunter. I'm always ready, hunting Charlotte and Carabless. Yeah, that's my game. I'm on YouTube, staring in my own fame, searching through the grass in pixelated lands with my trusty controller. I got it all in my hands. I'll shiny hunt 'em all. Gotta get those sparkles, the thrill of the chase. It's a gleaming marvel. The neon lights gleam as I enter the night. Lost in the pixels, everything feels so right. I'll travel far and wide, no time to rest. Every shiny car, I treasure the very best. The very best.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome on in, Phantom, Tyler Shanks, Mighty Munchkin. Good to see you all. Hope you're doing well. Um, I'm still beating myself up over yesterday. Yesterday was, I'm a big dum-dum. But hopefully we can reclaim the ACCELGOR today or get the ESCAVALIER. I'd love to end the weekend with something added to the Premier decks. You're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good, Tyler. I am too. Let's go ahead and get the music turned on, and we will start the hunt. I'm a little sleepy today. This week kind of caught up with me yesterday. I ended up taking a couple of naps, and then also got some good sleep last night. So I'm running a little behind today, but that's okay. I got my coffee. Got Smarty Pants glasses. Yeah, I didn't put the contacts in today. But yeah, also Mighty Munchkin. Let's get some hype for Mighty Munchkin for 4 months of membership. 4 months, 8 to go. Happy Bounce Sweet Day. Happy Bounce Sweet Day to you as well. I forgot to change the clock on the bottom. Yeah, happy Bounce Sweet Day to everybody. And Tyler with the 7 months. Forget about the past and focus on the present. That's right. That's what we got to do. We got to move past yesterday. We're gonna do one quick check on the bottom just to keep the checks even, and then we'll get moving forward. How was everyone's Saturday? It was good. I'm glad to hear that, Phantom. How's the Reggie Steel hunt coming? Did you do any checks yesterday? Not shiny. Okay, here we go. We're back. We're back on track now. It was pretty good. I'm glad to hear that, Tyler. Still no Reggie Steel. Oh my goodness. Mighty Munchkin, you cut your finger on glass yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it didn't hurt too much. Ember is a painter, my dear friend. Good morning to you. And Slurpuff, hello. Hope you're doing well. Ember, how was your stream on Friday? I'm sorry I couldn't pop in even to say hi. I didn't realize you were gonna stream. It was funny, like literally right after my Discord ping went out that Hefty Mom and I were going to stream. Like, literally, like 10 seconds later, I got your ping that you were going to stream, and I felt bad. Keith Stroganoff, you got to play a spooky game with Airy. What game was that? It was so fun. I'm glad to hear that, Ember. You're on Victory Road on Y? Oh, that's awesome, Mighty Munchkin. You're just about done. It was good. You know, Hefty Mom, she's like the best Pokemon player ever. You know, she just destroyed Misty's gym, no issues, with her team of 1 Pikachu, 1 Pidgey, 2 Oddish, and 2 Rattata. But unfortunately, she is an old woman, so she can only stream for an hour at a time. But we had a lot of fun. Anne Marie, good morning. Phasmophobia. I'm not familiar with that game. Is it really spooky? Go Looper, how are you? Oh, is Slurpuff Rosie? Is that Rosie's name this week? Okay. Hello, Rosie. It's such a good game. You love watching people play it. Okay, so Keith, I'm assuming you guys played that offline. You didn't stream it. Basically, you have to use tools to figure out what kind of ghost is haunting the house. Okay, so there's like different types of ghosts. Like, okay, friendly ghosts, spooky ghosts. You got your shiny Landorus and DAs last night. Congratulations, Anne Marie. That's awesome. Coconut Red Bulls. Enjoy those, Go Looper. Slurpuff is a dog. The best dog. There's a ghost room, and the first step is to find out what room is being haunted to. Oh, okay. Hmm. That's right, Anne-Marie. Bound Suite today in Pogo. Community Day, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at your local time. You're so close to beating PLA. You caught Palkia last night. You don't know how much more you have, but you know you're close. You're getting pretty close. That's awesome. A lot of jump scares and stuff, and the ghost can pick people off one by one. That sounds terrifying. And I'm assuming since you said you played it with Airy, it's a multiplayer game. It's like a co-op game. How many? Up to how many? Up to how many people can you play at once? It scares the crud out of you, and nothing scares you, Ember. If it scares you, then I definitely don't want to play it. Sometimes have to use the ghost hunts to figure it out. For example, the Deogen is best to loop around a counter or something like that because they always find you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, James, we're talking Phasmophobia. I've never heard of it, but apparently everyone loves it, or is terrified of it, or both. Up to 4 players. Nice. Can you also have a pet with you? I think it's important that if you can play a ghost hunting game with up to 4 players, you should also be able to have a pet or mascot, if you will. Like, one player can be like in like blue pants and a white shirt with a red ascot. You can have another guy that's wearing like black or brown bell-bottom jeans and a green shirt, kind of scraggly looking. You can have a cute redhead that's in a nice, fashionable dress. And they can have like a smarty pants nerdy girl with glasses wearing like orange and yellow. And I think they should have a dog. I'm glad Anne Marie gets my jokes. One of the many reasons why I appreciate you so much, Anne Marie. Ah, James got it too. Stinky Jinkies. Stinky Jinkies. How was work yesterday, Keith? Scooby-Doo is a great cartoon. It was. I really want to go back at some point and watch the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. We talked about this, I don't know how long ago it was. May have been, God, maybe a week ago, may have been like 5 months ago. 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo was like the first cartoon I watched as a kid that had serialization. Like, what happened in the episode affected the following episodes. And I was too young to really appreciate that, but nowadays, like, most content that I watch, most TV shows I watch are serialized. I'd like to go back and rewatch 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. It was a really great shift. I'm glad to hear that. I would have to imagine, Keith, that you are, in the line of work that you're in, you're probably pretty popular. I would have to imagine there are people that come to your place of business almost exclusively to hang out with you. Is the Velma cartoon as bad as people say? I haven't watched it. The most I've done was I watched a pitch meeting video from Screen Rant on it. And if it was not exaggerated, I mean, those videos are always a little bit exaggerated. But if it wasn't exaggerated too much, then yes, it's as bad as people say. Shout out to Ryan George. He's absolutely hilarious. People stopped going to the last place you worked when you left and followed you to the new one. I had a feeling. Back in my day, Keith, there was a few people that I did that with as well. I feel particularly in a line of work like you, loyalty to the employee is more important than loyalty to the business. Maybe not more important, more common, I would say. I think it's more common. So what's everyone got on the docket for today? What shenanigans are we getting into today? Yeah, list of regular names in your phone so you don't forget them. You're really good at remembering what people drank, even if you only gave them a drink weeks ago. Nice. That's good. That's good. That's a very important skill for your line of work. I'm looking forward to the Bound Suite Community Day later, but I just checked my Pokemon Go a little bit ago, and I realized that I have 7 Bound Suite candies, so I'm going to have to catch a bunch of Bound Suite today. Not just the shinies. Speaking of shinies, good morning, shinies. Helps when you only serve peanut butter ravioli. After many years of precise and rigorous training, both physical and mental, Dice Art Universe lets a mighty fart rip. For many generations, tales of this legendary fart will be told. Nice. Good morning, Amber. Thank you and your toots for coming in. Sloppy steaks. I like sloppy steaks. Well, we're already 20 checks in, so this is a longer stream without a shiny than it was yesterday. How about your purchase? That was crazy, shinies. That was really awesome. Congratulations on that. And yeah, it was cool that it even had the original receipt. I'm assuming the receipt was like in the box. Otherwise, like I don't know why they would just decide to say like, "Oh, here you get the receipt too." I would imagine they just didn't realize it was still in the box. Both OG batteries not dry. Nice. I haven't fired up red or blue in years. I don't know if the batteries are dry or not. Probably so. Max, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope I'm remembering that correctly. Pretty sure that's Max. $6 each for them and a dang Goodwill. Nice. When Hefty Mom was here, I think I've talked about this before in the stream. Hefty Mom's a big Barbie fan. Um, and when she was here last weekend, we went to the local Goodwill, Salvation Army, American Rescue Workers, so that she could, in her words, rescue some Barbies. She collects Barbies, she cleans them up, and she displays them. So that was an entirely boring couple of hours. But when we went to the American Rescue Workers, I noticed they had a small little comic section, which I had no idea. And of course, like half of probably 2/3 of the comics were in terrible condition. Because first, okay, look, if you're ever going to resell comic books, I don't care if this is at a Goodwill, I don't care if it's at a yard sale, I don't care where you're doing it. If you're going to resell comic books, don't put stickers on the actual comic book. Put them in a bag, like you're not a savage, and put the sticker on the bag. Don't put the price tag sticker on the comic. It drives me crazy. Anyway, they did actually have a few comics that were in bags that were in pretty good condition from like the early 80s, and I was like, you know what, I'll pick these up. And they were each like, $2. You're gonna be lurking while you play Minecraft? Sounds good, Tyler. Shiny on 300, 100%. I hope you're right, Max. You got shiny sock and pogo? Nice. Good job, Anne-Marie. You're killing it lately. Yeah, Ember. It makes my blood boil like nothing else. Never, ever, ever. And you know what? Not even just with comics, like with books too. Never put the sticker on the paper. Don't put the sticker on the actual product. You know what I mean? Hassan, a good morning to you. And oh my goodness, flexing the 15 months of membership. Thank you so much. Let's get some hype for Hassan. Speaking of comics, I didn't mention it yesterday. My brain was a little preoccupied with yesterday's stream. I finally watched the season finale of X-Men 97. Possibly one of the greatest seasons of comic book inspired animation I've ever seen. I'm very much looking forward to season 2. And I do have plans. I have plans. I know Zen's probably not here, but I am seriously, in my mind, scripting out a comic talk with Hefty, going over all the original comic storylines that were referenced or used in X-Men 97. I'm working on it in my head right now. You're tempted to say a certain joke, but you shall have to resist. I appreciate your discretion, Tyler. 142 for Palkia and DAs. Oh my gosh, Hassan. I hope today's the day. I hope today is the day you get it. You got Shiny Kangaskhan as Phase 8 yesterday. I saw that. I did see that. I'm sorry I didn't reply to you, Hassan. I was in the middle of something when you pinged me, and then honestly I forgot about it later on because I have old man brain. But no, I haven't gotten the Shiny Kangaskhan yet. I got to get together with Amber. I know my schedule's been crazy. Her schedule's always crazy. Being a wife and mother of 2 and just kicking butt, on the daily with life. So I got to get together with Amber and see when we can schedule the next chapter of the race. But congratulations on the Kangaskhan. Yeah, Hassan, that's true. The ACCELGOR shined at check 15. We caught it. I went to reset the ESCAVALIER switch. I grabbed the wrong controller and I reset the shiny ACCELGOR switch. Witty member flex, thank you so much, Shinies, for the 16 months of membership. Yeah, Hassan, I mean, technically I caught it. I just didn't keep it. Would have been my shortest wild hunt ever on the channel at 15. Happened 17 minutes into stream. And I ended up beating myself up for the rest of the day. Because I'm pretty sure it was, we talked about this yesterday. Hassan, you've been around for quite a while too. You might have some insight on this. I think that might have been the first time I've ever failed a shiny on stream that I was hunting for. I know, like, back when we were playing Scarlet and Violet a ton, there were some shinies that I didn't notice, like, in the background that I wasn't hunting for anyway, so I don't really count those. But I think that ACCELGOR was the first time on the channel I failed a shiny that I was hunting for. Yeah, exactly, Hassan. That's kind of what a lot of people were saying, that technically I didn't fail it. I did catch it. I just didn't... You know, I reset without saving. So this is like a rehunt. But even so, it's always going to have an asterisk. Honestly surprised I didn't save immediately after catching it. Well, I caught it. We went in to do a nature guess. We did that. And then, yeah, I went to reset the ESCAVALIER, and I did not save it. Shiny mishap. I like that, Go Looper. That sounds less severe and more like an oopsie. I like that. But I did go back and watch the reaction after stream yesterday, and Ari was absolutely right. The look of realization on my face was heartbreaking. I always knew I did not have a good poker face, but oh my gosh, you could see the realization setting in. But we got a good 2.5 hours at least of hunting today. We're dual hunting shinies, so there is I wouldn't say a great chance, but I'd say there's a decent chance that something will shine today. It was actually a great reaction too when I went back and watched it, like right before it happened, like literally as the game was resetting on check 15. I was talking about how I was a little nervous that I might not notice a Scavalier because of the lighting in the sandstorm. And like the last words basically I said before the shiny popped up was, but I will have no problem noticing the shiny ACCELGOR. And then it was there. It was more embarrassing than anything else, because as a lot of you know, if you're newer to the channel, you might not know this. I already have both the Scavalier and ACCELGOR shiny. What I'm doing now is working on my Premier decks. I'm re-hunting everything I don't have in Premier balls. So it hurt, but it really hurt my pride more than anything else. Like, you know, because I still have a shiny ACCELGOR. It exists. It's in home. I have it. I just don't have it in a Premier ball. If it was like my first shiny ACCELGOR, I'd probably be more upset. And Hassan, you'll be interested to know that my existing shiny ACCELGOR I actually got in DAs. One of the few shinies I got in DAs before I started streaming. Let's see, 81% of you think we're going to see a shiny today. That's pretty awesome. I hope you're right. Amber, are you still lurking? She's probably off doing mommy stuff. Played some more Kirby in the Forgotten Land yesterday. I'm on World 3 now. And I've 100%ed every level. Except for a couple of the hidden treasure levels for the mouthful transformations. There's like a couple of 2-star and 3-star treasure levels for like the staircase and the pipe that I haven't done yet. Because I just think that's a little too difficult for me at the moment. But I've leveled up probably about half of the different copy forms so far. Some of them are pretty cool. I think that's a neat... as far as I know, it's an addition. I don't think they've ever done that in a Kirby game before, where you can level up and increase the moveset and powers of the copy abilities. Aaron Jarvis, hello. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. So who all is going for Bound Suite today? I believe in the UK, the Bound Suite Community Day starts in 27 minutes. You got the ticket yesterday? Nice, Mighty Munchkin. The ticket gives you an extra research task, right? Isn't that how it works? Gives you some extra Bound Suite checks? You also got your GoFest ticket yesterday. I still got to do that. When is GoFest? Someone remind me. What are the dates? July 13th and 14th? Okay. Alright, so just under 2 months away. Gotcha. You'll be going for Pogo today? Nice, Amory. I hope you get all the shinies, Amory. You deserve them. You gonna look it up? Alright, I appreciate that, Mighty Munchkin. Aw, you're welcome. July 13th and 14th? Alright, perfect. And I believe I heard they're going to be introducing Marshadow during that, which is pretty awesome. I think everyone knows that Marshadow is my favorite Pokemon and has been for quite some time. I got a hypothetical for you, chap. I have a hypothetical situation for you. Game Freak is putting the finishing touches on Gen 10. And they contact you personally and they say, look, you have been the greatest Pokemon fan in the history of Pokemon fans. We'd like to get your input for this game. We are going to add one mythical Pokemon into the Gen 10 games that you will be able to shiny hunt. What mythical Pokemon do you want to be able to shiny hunt in Gen 10? What's your answer? Never got Marshall before, and Dad deleted his in Ultra Moon 2017. Oh, well then that's going to be really exciting for you, Mighty Munchkin. Anne-Marie says Victini is what she would pick. Mighty Munchkin also saying Victini. Interesting. Tyler also saying Victini. Wow. We got some Victini fans in the chat. I'd love a shiny Victini, but I think I would have to go with Volcanion. Phantom says Keldeo. Victory for Gen 10. That's true. It does make sense. I mean, if you guys gotta, want to put like, logic and reasoning into it, I suppose you can do that. Victini for the win and victory. You know what? My OCD completionist mindset is now thinking about Keldeo. Phantom makes a good point with Keldeo. Keldeo and Enamorus might be up there for me just so that I can finish the collections, right? Like, I have all the Swords of Justice shiny except for Keldeo. I have all the Genie shiny except for Enamorus. It'd be nice to be able to finish off those sets. Whereas something like Victini or Volcanion are just, lone wolves. You're not familiar with Victini? You just know it's been shiny locked for the longest times? That's true. It is... excuse me. It is technically the oldest mythical to still be shiny locked. All mythicals gens 1 through 4, you've been able to shiny hunt at some point in some way. Genesect or Zero Aura, also good choices, Razzie. Let's talk about Zero Aura for a second. I don't know if it's just me. Anyone else feel like the shiny Zero Aura should be the regular sprite? It doesn't happen too often, but that's one of those Pokemon where I think the shiny form should be the regular form. Well, there was a giveaway for Zero Aura, but you've never been able to hunt for it, right? So, I mean, it is possible for people to currently have a shiny Zero Aura, like myself, and I'm sure like Razzie, but you've never been able to hunt for it. It was a giveaway, kind of like the Zacian Zamazenta Eternatus. Well, it's shiny locked in the way that there's no game in which you can hunt it. You could only get it from a giveaway. Oh, Phantom, you weren't able to get the Zero Aura? I'm sorry. Honestly, I missed out on it. I had not purchased a Switch yet at that point when they did the Zero Aura giveaway in Sword and Shield. So, I got no shame in saying this. I got no shame that I did this. After the fact, after I got the Switch, after I got Sword and Shield and everything, I just went on eBay and bought a Gen Shiny Zero Aura for like $1. Yeah, it was a limited time event, Mighty Munchkin. It was limited time. I guess not technically a giveaway, but it's not huntable. Glad you got one in the event. Yeah, I missed it by a couple months. I just didn't have a Switch at that point. I was about probably 8 to 9 months late on Sword and Shield. just because I didn't have the system. I didn't have the Switch yet. You got the Gen 8 giveaway ones though? Nice. The Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus. Did you get the Galarian birds? Nice. You have a regular Zeraora. Okay, that I believe that was also a giveaway, right? Wasn't that a mystery gift towards the end of Gen 7? The regular Zeraora? Yes, nice. You got the Galarian birds and the Gen 8 trio. Very nice, Mighty Munchkin. But yeah, anyway, I think the shiny Zeraora looks better as like the regular sprite, personally. Trying to think of other Pokemon like that where I prefer the shiny sprite as the normal form. I'm not sure. There's got to be at least one more. You have the Galar birds, but not the shinies. Okay, so you got the ones just from the Crown Tundra DLC. Those were fun. Those like catching those birds in Crown Tundra was fun. I enjoyed that little side quest. I want more side quests like that. I mean, all the different side quests in Crown Tundra were pretty neat, and they were all so different, right? Like, so you had like obviously the side quests related to the Dynamax Adventures, which I think everyone in the community is very well versed in Dynamax Adventures by now. You had the footprints for the Swords of Justice. You had the Reggie Temples and the riddles to get those. You had basically, hide and seek with the Galarian birds. I thought that was pretty neat. And then you had the basically the non-stop cutscene text reading quest for Calyrex and the two horses. Slowpoke was funny. Yeah, I enjoyed that too. Alright, come on, shiny. 605 checks with no shiny so far. Rewatched Inception last night. Hadn't seen that in a while. Still a pretty good movie. I am convinced though. I don't know. Can we get into spoilers for movies that came out like 15 years ago or whenever it came out? When did Inception come out? 2010. I wasn't too far off. Came out 14 years ago. Can we get into 14-year-old movie spoilers? Am I allowed to talk about the ending of Inception? Has that embargo been lifted yet? Yeah? Okay. So, the whole thing at the end with the spinning top and is he awake, is he not awake, and there's a lot of theories on whether he is or is not awake at the end. I had forgotten about this, so I rewatched it last night. I am 100% fully in the he is asleep camp. And it doesn't have anything to do with the top. They never, as far as I picked up on the dialogue, they never flat out tell you how long that Cobb was on the run after his wife passed away, but I'm going to assume it was at least a few years. I just get that impression based off of the story that he's been on the run for at least a handful of years. You know, not able to travel back to the United States. And he wants to travel back to the US, see his kids. He's got the two kids that their grandfather's taking care of them. He wants to go visit his kids. So at the end of the movie, he finally gets to go visit his kids. Kieran, happy Sunday, Kieran. At the end of the movie, he finally gets to go see his kids, and the kids not only look the exact same age as they did in all the flashbacks to the last time he saw the kids. It's literally the same flashback to when he last saw his kids. Like, it's like reused footage, I'm pretty sure. Those kids are not aged a day from the last time that he saw them. So, however you feel about the top, whether it fell over, whether it didn't fall over, I'm waiting for someone to explain why those kids look exactly the same way they did the last time he saw them. But how you doing, Kieran? Hope you're having a great Sunday so far. Mystic Emerald, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks again for the raid yesterday. Last day of football season. If your team wins today, you'll win the league. Nice. Now, Kieran, Go Looper, I need you both to forgive me. I am terrible at paying attention to what other people like, particularly when it's not something I get a chance to watch too often. Are you two... Do you two both root for the same team, or are we going to have a little bit of a rivalry in here? Phantom, thank you so much for the like goal. You're always on top of that, man. I appreciate it. Alright, so you guys aren't playing each other today. You guys aren't playing each other. But you guys aren't like rivals. Big Cheese Thrifts, good morning. Geez, that next to last hole this morning in golf really screwed me up. I was so annoyed by that next to last hole. You just arrived. Well, welcome back to Land of Living. Loopstein got an investment recently. Could be rivals in a few years' time. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you two remember all the good times you shared. And let that be stronger than the rivalry. Don't forget. Don't forget. Investment is an understatement. We're the richest team in the world. Dang. Let me see which flag it was. I can't remember the colors of the flags, Cheese. Do you expect me to remember the colors of the flags? Yeah, green. It was green. My first stroke, I overshot it. My second stroke, I tried to undershoot it and ended up bouncing off a cliff face. Third stroke, I overshot it again, but landed on the lily pad, and the fourth stroke, I got it in. The news about the, yeah, I read some about that on, look, I don't mean to bash anything or anyone, but after I got into Poke Rogue, I joined their Discord, and that place has just been absolute nonsense for the last several days. I woke up to a lot of announcements from that Discord yesterday morning, so I did a little bit of skimming and catching up. I don't really want to talk about it. I think part of the issue is that, I mean, I think a lot of the controversy on what's going on with Poke Rogue right now is that there's just so many people that aren't able to separate a Pokemon fan-made game from more serious topics. I think that's their big issue. But yeah, I did hear about it, James. I did hear about it. And I am, you know, some people don't agree with me on this, and that's fine. I still think that everyone is entitled to their opinions and their beliefs. I am pretty much, more often than not, in the camp of separating the artist from the art, and that's how I feel about Poke Rogue. Whatever the belief systems or whatever of the people involved in the project, that doesn't change my enjoyment of the game. And particularly because it's not monetized, it's never going to be monetized, I don't really think it matters. Whether I play it or whether I don't play it, does not affect the people involved in any way. Good thing you're not in the Discord. I actually, Cheese, it's one of those things that, like, you get in there and the first few minutes, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what the heck is happening? And then from like minute 5 to minute 15, you're like, this is actually kind of entertaining. I want to grab a bag of popcorn. And then after 15 minutes, you're like, okay, this is just pathetic. You actually need Kieran's team to win the League Cup if your team manages to win today. Okay, so I'm going to root for both you guys then. Have you seen my dog? I have not seen your dog. Yeah, that's smart, Cheese. I still have @everyone's turned on most channels, or most servers, I should say. But not all of them. If you win and they win the cup, we get European games next season. That's huge for your rebuild. Okay, yeah, then I'm rooting for both of you guys. I'm team Go Kiraner Loop. Come on, bottom switch, hurry up. Hashtag Go Kiraner Loop. That's where I'm at today. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Cheese. All right, 84% of you think we're going to see a shiny today. Either 84% of you are amazing at telling the future, or 84% of you are big dum-dums. We'll have to find out which is the case. That hashtag is only good for today. It will become inactive after the end of today. I want Subway cookies. F1's about to start too today. It's a great day for sports. $662 minus 50, I guess minus 30 actually. So 632 checks. 632 checks since the last shiny. F4 starts today too, but the race never starts. It just keeps reloading. Nice. Lando Calrissian. Betting on ACCELGOR, I would be totally fine with that. What's going on, Rendleson? How you doing? Actually, I'd be fine with either one of these shining now. I genuinely would have been upset if ESCAVALIER shined yesterday. But today's a new day, and I'd be happy if either one of these shines. You thought about Subway yesterday. Oh my gosh, Cheese, we're twins. We're absolutely twinning. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? I overshot, then I undershot, hit the side, and veered off to the left. Overshot again, got on the lily pad, and then chipped it into the hole. Like the first turn or the first stroke, like I hit it so that I would just get on the island and hopefully bounce into the little bump at the edge to stop me from going in the water. But I bounced over that edge, over that ledge. So then the second stroke, I reeled it back in a little bit, and instead of landing on the green, or I should say fairway, whatever they want to call it, the grass, I hit the edge of the island. I don't know who just subbed, but whoever you are, thank you very much. Bring us up to 1636. I appreciate you. Put a bet on the results today. If you win, you get 16K pounds. Are you serious, Kieran? Please tell me that's like a payout of like 160 to 1. Please tell me it's a payout of 160 or even like 1600 to 1. Exactly, cheese. Exactly. I don't think there's any possible way to actually land on that island. My God, Kieran, what are you gonna buy me with your winnings? That is like all the Pokemon cards, Razzie. And that's pounds too. That's got to be what, like, I mean, I don't know what the conversion rate is right now, but that's got to be like 20K, right? At least. Buy a boat. Why am I sleepy? Why am I yawning? I'm literally drinking my second cup of coffee. 20.2. I wasn't too far off. You gotta give me some props, Raz. Gotta give me a little prop. Tiny little prop. You're already budgeting your winnings on it. Who cares about paying the mortgage? Someone else can take care of that, right? Major props. Google to see if I was right. I can't believe I was that close. Yes, buy diapers, Kieran. Buy diapers and send them to Shinies. He's in desperate need. Or as you call them, nappies. I ruined the word nap. I don't know. Let's see my reaction to the worst mob in all of Minecraft, the Warden. 2 shots of you with not enchanted beneath the right armor, which is the best armor in the game. Well, maybe that'll happen eventually. I'm waiting to find out when the next time is I'll be playing Minecraft. I know the last couple times we've played, we've been having some technical issues, which I don't think, I mean, the first time we weren't able to figure out. The second time we were able to work around it, but I don't think we ended up figuring out exactly what the issue was. We just managed to bumble around into a workaround. You went to Dave and Buster's last night. If you ever have kids, they're never going. Yeah, Dave and Buster's, even though they position themselves as like a family entertainment outing, I've never gotten that feel from them. No, I refuse to spend money on it. The creatures. Like, I would like to imagine that Dave and Buster's came about because there was a handful of adults at a Chuck E. Cheese for a children's party, and the adults were sitting around drinking their adult beverages while all the kids jumped and screamed and jumped in ball pits, and animatronic rats sang strange songs, and the adults sat around talking and said, "You know what? This place would be great if it wasn't for the kids. We should make a place just like this, but have it cater to us instead of them." Mario Kart Racer is mad fun in one of the cheaper games. Because, I mean, seriously, that's how I feel about Dave and Buster's, right? Like, Chuck E. Cheese is meant for children, but they do have some things to keep the parents entertained. I feel like Dave and Buster's is meant for the adults, but they do have some things to keep the children entertained. I sub. Thank you for sub, Ari. Galactic admin Ariana. You sub. How can we over corporatize any beach arcade? Exactly. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, Galactic admin Ariana. Thank you for sub. Back in the day, there's a place in Fort Lauderdale called Fun Zone or something like that. It out Dave and Buster's A Shame was like 4 times bigger. Nice. Yeah, Ari, I heard you were hunting some ghosts last night. And it was spooky. You ever look at the stuff that's recommended to you in YouTube, like on the side of the video you're currently watching, and you're wondering, how the heck did that end up in my recommended videos? Let's not even talk about shorts. I don't... I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's the Wild West out there, Cheese. The internet was already the Wild West, but YouTube Shorts is like Deadwood. Let me do dog chores. Alright, go do them dog chores. Anybody ever watch Deadwood? That HBO show Deadwood? Timothy Oliphant, Ian McShane, the other guy. I think Walton Goggins was in it for a while too. Or maybe it was just one episode. That was a great show. I really liked I liked Deadwood. I typically don't like westerns that much. Yeah, geez, I liked it a lot. I really did. Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I didn't watch it when it first came out. Actually, I think I watched like the first episode when it first premiered way back in the day. But I didn't really get into it until probably only about 7 or 8 years ago. I ended up buying the Blu-ray set and watched it. I really liked it, but here's the thing. Having watched it way after the fact, there are a lot of famous people that you will recognize that at the time were not famous. And you will see them doing things you would never imagine they would do. Playing Fortnite with your cousin. Noticed it was 45 till 12, which would mean your birthday would be over and no more Destiny Mark. But then to your surprise, you got the Slowpoke with the Destiny Mark Shiny 037. Congratulations on that. And I hope you had a great birthday. I'm glad you were able to play some Fortnite with your cousin. That's awesome. And you got a Destiny Mark Shiny, man. That's awesome. This is great. Yeah, Cheese, for example, I think it's episode 2 or 3. Nick Offerman, who plays Ron Swanson, I know you know him. He had a guest bit in that episode, and I'll just say I saw more of Nick Offerman than I ever thought I would. Sir Shicker, what's going on? Good to see you. Oh, it wasn't shiny like you, but it was Destiny Mark, so that's fantastic. And Cito, good morning. Parks and Rec, great show. It's a fantastic show, one of the best. I should probably start a Parks and Rec rewatch here soon. I haven't watched it in a few years. Chem Nation, hello Hefty, my good friend. What is up? I hope you are having a good weekend so far. I hope you have some good luck today and get one of the shiny bugs. Hopefully it is the yellowhead. He's amazing looking. Thank you so much for that message, Chem. Giga Cheddit's currently hunting Trico. Well, good luck on that. Which game are you hunting it in? Kemford, I don't know if you heard, but you might want to go back to yesterday's stream and check encounter number 15. Alpha Sapphire, nice. Well, good luck with that. I went for that. I ended up getting all 3 Oris shiny starters a few years ago. That was a fun hunt. I hope you get it quickly. Nick Offerman was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Was he really? I haven't gotten that far. Yeah, that actually was, that was my license plate back in 2002 from the great state of Georgia. Wait. Okay, yeah, that's not shiny. You saw my reactions to the stars? Oh, okay. Excuse me. The company you work for is a plant out of Georgia, Cummings, Georgia. Okay, yeah. I haven't been there, but I've heard of it. Don't give Georgia that much credit. Hey, come on now, Cheese. My whole family's from Georgia. It's the only redeeming factor. Come on. What about, this? It is a Shiny's hat. Thank you for the new sub. I see that counter going on up, and that's much appreciated. If that's you, please let me know so I can say thank you very much. ATL didn't help the cause. You know, I don't know if you're talking, wait, no, the show's called Atlanta. It's not called ATL. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying, Cheese. You're so licky today. Well, stay out of my fridge. What's going on at Gaming Trico? You sub, this is the first time. No way, Shicker. Is this really the first time you've been here? That's impossible. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, you're so lucky today. All right, that makes more sense. Yeah, I'm live pretty much every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern. Sir Shiker, I think it's just because I am so used to seeing you everywhere, and I'm so used to having wonderful conversations with you. I've just never realized it's not been on my channel. You got 7 alpha shiny Pokemon today. Dang, that's a lot. Congratulations. You probably would have slept in until 10. The dog said no. The dogs have a way of doing that. Pretty much any pet or child has a way of doing that. Seven alpha shiny Pokemon in 6 hours. That's pretty good. A box of hefty bags in the back. You know, I could do that. I could do that. This is a hefty household. All the trash cans have hefty bags in them. When I have to buy paper plates and plastic silverware or plasticware, they are hefty. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Contractor size, that's right. Whoa, hefty, you got it. I'm assuming that you already know what happened and you're just teasing me. I think we figured out that it was the first time on this channel I've made an oopsie. You might still be watching it. Lobo Gaming, you absolute legend. How you doing, buddy? You only saw until I caught it. What happened? So, alright. So what happened, Kim, is I caught it. And then we did the nature guess and all that jazz. And the plan was to dual hunt Escavalier. So I went to reset the Escavalier switch on the top. And I grabbed the wrong controller. And I reset the ACCELGOR switch. I robbed myself of my shortest wild hunt ever. Yeah. Yesterday morning, I could not tell the difference between white and red. LARPs. Well, Shinies did it. He guessed the secret word of the day. Everyone congratulate Shinies. He's our winner. Let's give him a round of applause. I still feel like I'm going to not notice the Escavalier at first. Shiny luck for 69 at 369. We'll see. We'll see, Shicker. 369. That would be fine. No shiny. But yeah, Kim, I was mad at myself the rest of the day yesterday. Such a rookie mistake. 420 perhaps? Could be. That would definitely happen today. You have the best idea, hear me out. I will always hear you out, Ari. Just saw the fail. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, it was painful. It was painful. I've been beating myself up for about 24 hours now. It is a shame, really, because it is a cool shiny. It would be nice to have it and keep it. I know. Wouldn't that be cool if I could both have it and keep it? Why does it keep saying checking if the software can be played? Because both these Switches are on my Nintendo account. And when that happens, you have a primary Switch and a secondary Switch. And the secondary Switch will not play if the primary Switch is currently playing. Unless you turn off the internet on the primary Switch. So that's what I have to do. That's how I'm able to play both of them at the same time. But it still needs to check every time. It's perplexing. Perplexing. What if you make a command with a cooldown and make the command there it is, trigger Nightbot to say date, check the date? Ooh. Airy. Alright, I like that idea, Airy. I like that idea a lot. You make the command and I'll set up the cooldown later. Could also say, don't reset the wrong switch. Thank you, Kieran. I appreciate your input. You don't know if you can. I mean, you can set you can set the command. On my end, I'll change the cooldown, but you can set up the command. Always here for the positive encouragement. I do appreciate you being here. You know, I was actually thinking about this before stream. I was getting ready to go live, and I was seeing all the people waiting in the chat, and it's such a wild thing, and I hope I never get over this. The idea that there are people waiting to watch me stream is just such a humbling thing. I hope that feeling never goes away. It honestly is an honor and a privilege to stream and have so many people come here day after day. I really do appreciate all of you. All right, Ari, don't worry about it. Then I'll work on it because I think you can set up a member emoji to trigger a command, but you can't put the emoji in the response. Because Nightbot's not a member and therefore can't use the... Alright, I'll play around with it later, Ari. I really do love the idea, though. How cool is it that people look forward to you streaming like we look forward to Saturday morning car? It's such a weird feeling. It's such a weird... Like, it'd be one thing, like, if I just, like, streamed, like, every Saturday and Sunday, and they're just, like, randos, you know, popping in and, you know, saying hi or whatever, which is always cool, too. It's how I meet new people. But, I mean, it's obvious from seeing the names consistently every stream that there are a lot of people, there are a lot of you that make my streams, like, part of their schedule, which is just weird. I didn't say you were a silly Billy Airy. Stop twisting my words and just listen to the good parts, like where I said it's a great idea and you're wonderful. And then I'll mess around with it. I'm your Johnny Bravo. Well, I'm glad I'm somebody's. Alright, despite the fact that Kem is going to say something disparaging in the chat, I really got to go to the bathroom, so after this check, I'm going to go ahead and take my break. And why not? If he's still here, Chem Nation is in charge. If he's not still here, we're going into utter chaos. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna hit go on these encounters and be right back. Thank you guys for hanging out. Timothy. It was a 1. Everyone knows that whenever it's a 2, I fake a power outage and end the stream early. Oh wait, no one knew that. Oh, I came back when the time ended in 0, not a 1 or 2. That's what you were saying, Kim. Oh my goodness. I have a terrible mind. That's totally on me. Hemford, are you and the Chemet going to be hunting for Bound Sweet today? I volunteered the info for no reason. I really did. I really did, Ari. You'll be hunting that for sure. Nice. Yeah, I was checking my Pokemon Go this morning before stream. Unfortunately, I only have 7 Bound Sweet candies, so I'm going to have to catch a lot of them. What are the bonuses today? Please tell me that, I mean, there probably isn't. Bound Sweet's not anything crazy. There's probably not a catching candy bonus. What is it? Is it like experience or something? Ryan Berry! Oh my goodness! Ryan, it's so good to see you. Hope you've been doing well. You've been missed, my friend. Yeah, it'd be cool to bring the Meltan event back. What do they do, though? Is that typically like once a year? Was there even one last year? Why is Honeybee so cute? Because Honeybee takes after the mama. You graduated and done a job, should be able to hop in streams more often again. That's awesome, right? I'm glad you're doing well. You got a job. Congratulations. Is it really 2 times catch candy? Oh, that's great. That's great. So I only have to catch half as many Bound Sweet as I would otherwise. What's, see, it evolves at 25 candy, I think, right? Does Bound Sweet evolve at 25 candy or 50 candy? I think it evolves at 25. So I'm gonna need 150 minus 7. I'm gonna need 143. What's 143 divided by 7 is 20. To round it off is 21. So I got to catch 21 Bound Sweet. No, less than that, because I'll be using pineapple berries. So I got to catch 11 basically. Am I doing that right? So 3 catch candy will become 6 catch candy plus the berry. If I use a pineapple berry when it's normally 6 catch candy, does that become 12? What's the consensus for the cooler shiny out of these two? Good question, Ryan. What do you guys think? ACCELGOR or ESCAVALIER? Which one's the cooler shiny? Pokemon Go has become so much alive now. Oh, with the like with the background updates and all that. One of your favorite YouTubers posted on Instagram a story where they were in the Centurion Lounge in London about to film a video, and who was behind them in the shot? Chris Hemsworth. No way. I agree, Ryan. That's my personal opinion. I didn't want to influence the chat any more than I already have over the past 2 days, but I think ACCELGOR is just a gorgeous shiny. Although I also like the Scavalier shiny. I think both these lines, the Shelmet, ACCELGOR, Carablast, and Scavalier, are all really good shinies, and I don't see a lot of people hunting them. You want to purchase some rollerblades, but the inexpensive ones only go up to size 12. What are they? Rollerblades for ants? The Gaming Beaver is your favorite. What, your favorite YouTuber? I haven't heard of that person. I've heard of the Justice Beaver. Beaver that fights crime. Good morning, Matt Prokopek. How you doing today, my friend? His name is James Beaver. Oh, okay. What games does he play? There are so many gaming content creators. I swear it's impossible to know everybody. And sometimes I feel embarrassed that I don't know someone because I'll look them up and they have like, you know, a billion subs, and I'm like, I don't know. As a YouTube content creator, I feel like there is some sort of responsibility for me to know who the big names are. Pokemon Dinosaurs Japan trip? Okay. Vlogs? Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of vlog channels personally. I know that's a pretty popular genre on YouTube. It's just not one that I've really gotten into myself. In fact, I know, this is almost embarrassing. I don't know if he got rid of them or not. I know one of the good friends of the channel, Game Boyd, started off his channel by doing vlog videos. I've never gone back to look at if that content's still on his channel or not. I got a feeling he might have wiped it. Your favorite childhood YouTuber is Vintage Beef. He plays Minecraft. Sometimes you still watch his new videos. Nice. PewterPod or something. You know what? True story. The only, or I shouldn't say the only way. I'm sure it would have come up since then. The way I found out about PewDiePie was the South Park episode. And it's kind of funny that all these years later, I'm like getting myself into that world. I remember when South Park did that episode talking about gaming streamers, and PewDiePie was in it, and I was like, this is kind of silly. And I think South Park's message in that episode was basically like not positive towards gaming streamers, and I kind of agreed with it at the time. And then here I am all these years later doing that exact same thing, just not nearly as successfully. The last hunt, Ryan, last Sunday we finished a 7-stream hunt for Shelmet and Carablast, and Shelmet shined. Before that, we did a 2-stream hunt for Kabutops and Omastar shined. That's kind of like a little series I've been working on lately, is dual hunting 2 separate Pokemon and see which one shines first, using the strong spawn reset method in Sword and Shield. After this one, we're going to be doing the classic head-to-head battle for the ages, probably the biggest rivalry in Pokemon history, Aerodactyl and Swoobat. You like PewDiePie a lot too around that time, back when he was playing Amnesia and Happy Wheels. I've never even heard of those games, Ari. I was so out of the loop during that time period. It's actually really simple, Ryan. It's like once you get it, like it sounds like a complicated method, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. Basically, if I could try and explain it verbally, what you want to do is you want to find where a strong spawn shows up, and that's one that, like, it's not in the grass, it's usually like along a route or something, it's just one by itself. You want to find the one that you're looking for, you want to run into it and leave the battle, and you want to take a picture probably of exactly where that thing spawned, like to like the centimeter where on the map that thing spawned. Once you've encountered it and ran from it and you've gotten your picture of exactly where to stand, you want to change your switch date back by a day. Then you want to go back into the game. You want to go to one of the Dynamax dens. You know, if you need to throw in a wishing piece, throw in a wishing piece, but get an active Dynamax den. While you're offline, you want to join the den and hit invite others. And while it's constantly searching for other players, while it's in that part where it's searching for other players, go back out into the Switch main menu, switch the date back to the date where your target spawns. Go back into the game, quit out of the Dynamax den, go over to where you took that picture of exactly where to stand, save it, and then reset the game. And then it should spawn right underneath you. Dr. Insolent, good to see you. I know that was a lot of information to be thrown. If one of these things does shine first, one of these things will always shine first, Hefty. If one of these things does shine today, I can show you step by step on how to do it. But it's pretty simple. It seems complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. Razzie, no pressure whatsoever at all. But I don't know what you're planning on doing tonight when you get home from work. I'm free all day. I would hate to ever be in a position where you're waiting on me for something, if you know what I'm saying. You weren't big into the mega streamers, and Markiplier ruined it day one for you with his incessant screaming. You know what? That's something that I've never quite understood. And I'm not going to say anything against Markiplier or any other content creator because I am tiny, and if word ever got back to them somehow, they could rip me apart easily. I've never been interested in streamers that are like over the top with their personality or reactions or things like that. It's not just because streamers, like, I know Always Sunny in Philadelphia, a very popular show. I've seen probably about 20, 30 episodes. Very funny. Very, very funny writing. But I can't watch it because they're just, like, the whole episode is them just yelling at each other, and it gives me a headache. I keep forgetting until it's like 10 p.m. You don't want to bother you. Trying my best to remember tonight. I'm so sorry. Razzie, don't you dare apologize. And 10 o'clock's not too late. 11 is pushing it, but 10's not bad. I mean, it never hurts to shoot a DM, right? The worst I'm going to say is I can't right now, but I bet you I could. You have 113 slime balls on Minecraft. That sounds like a lot of slime balls. They are pandering to a very particular crowd. Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. Although, I mean, I know that I'm not some people's cup of tea either. I get that. You know, that's what's great about, having so many content creators, that you can find a content creator that you enjoy. Some people enjoy my stream, some people don't. Some people enjoy other people's streams, some people don't. That's what's great. Subscribe to Hefty. Thank you very much, Dr. Insolent. That would be nice. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, I won't tell you to subscribe because that just seems a little pushy. But I would say maybe think about it if you want. Live Moss. Now I want Taco Bell. I'm sure I've asked you this before, Razzie, but what's your go-to Taco Bell order? You want a Scavalier to shine? Could just prefer it over the other? Okay, fair enough. I'd be happy with that. I mean, I'd be happy with either one of these shining. Push them? No, I'm not going to push them, Amber. My little arms are too weak. You think it's cute? It's a pretty cool one. Sorry I couldn't stay long, but made your morning. Stop in and see ya. Take care till next time. Ryan, you made my morning, buddy. Seriously, and I 100% genuinely mean that. Uh, you've always been a very positive person in the community. I've always enjoyed talking to you. I'm always happy to see you. You made my morning stopping in today, so thank you. And I hope you have a great day. And congratulations on the graduation and the new job. I know you're going to crush it. Changes with the menu right now is a nacho fries and a cantina chicken burrito with the Baja, of course. I haven't ever had any of the cantina menu items. Maybe I should try those. Nacho fries are pretty banging. They're tasty. I should try it. Storms, what's going on, Bean? How's your day treating you? Nacho fries have no business being as good as they are. Such a crazy concept. Like if you like objectively think about it, such a crazy concept, but the reality is just amazing. You found a shiny Chatot yesterday. Congratulations. Was that in PLA? Can't wait for the Nuggets this year. Ah, love some Nugs. Nacho fries are amazing. Breakfast menu is also incredible. I've had it a couple times, but just like fairly recently, like within the last couple of years. And it's crazy because I like breakfast burritos, and it never once occurred to me until a couple of years ago to go to an actual Mexican place to get breakfast burritos. I don't know why. It never dawned on me. In an ideal world, there's a well-paid and well-staffed Taco Bell just down the street from me, and the beefy 5-layer still exists, and you order that and 2 soft tacos. That sounds delicious, Ari. Beefy 5-layer burrito. You know one thing I don't like about Taco Bell, and actually this goes for a lot of Mexican restaurants. I should say like fast food Mexican restaurants. When you get something like a crunch wrap or a burrito, and you want to put the sauce on it, right? You got yourself a handful of hot sauces or fire sauces, and you want to put them on there. You basically have to deconstruct the crunch wrap or the burrito. You gotta basically take it apart to put the sauce in there, and then you have to put it back together, and you never put it back together exactly right. I wish I could tell them to put the sauce in there before they make it. Your Mind Palace. I would love to visit your Mind Palace, Harry. Oh, I sauce and bite too, cheese. I sauce and bite too, but there's an art to the sauce and bite, right? Like you got to take a bite of the burrito, right? Then you got to put the sauce packet on, about half a sauce packet on. Then you got to kind of like massage it with your hand to get the sauce to like go down through the layers. And even when you do that, it's not a real even spread. So what'll end up happening is you'll do that, you'll take a bite, you'll get a whole bunch of sauce. You take another bite, there won't be as much sauce. You gotta apply another sauce packet. You learn to put it back together. I can never get it back together exactly right. Good morning, Billy. Are you drowning your taco in sauce? I know I'm not drowning it in, but like I want an even, like I want one, maybe 2 packets evenly distributed throughout the burrito. If I do the bite and sauce, I end up getting one bite that's heavily sauce, and then the next bite has like no sauce, even if I massage it. So I have to take it apart, spread the sauce on it, put it back together, and then I just get drippings. I know I'm not the only one this happens to. It's impossible. I mean, we all can't be Matt Prokopec and perfectly put a Taco Bell burrito back together. I wish I was Matt Prokopec. I'm saucing on you. You're quoting Post Malone. I'll take your word for it. That's one of my pop culture blind spots. I know the name Post Malone. I don't know anything he's done. Years of practice. You put in them hours, you get results. This isn't Tandoori Palace. Like I said, I'm talking 1, maybe 2 sauce packets. I'm not like, you know, dumping a whole jar of salsa on there. We talking about the sauce, Billy. We talking about the sauce. Billy, how's your weekend going? The cheese is under the sauce. You love my hat? Thanks. I designed it myself. Team sheet for the Newcastle game is out in like 10 minutes, and if you see Longstaff on starters, you'll be disgruntled, maybe even agitated. My goodness. When you started balling, you were young. Lobo, I haven't had breakfast yet, and now I'm starving. This happens every Saturday and Sunday morning to me. We always end up talking about food. I don't eat before I stream, and then I end up starving by the end of it. It's going fine. Glad to hear it. It's going well for me. Hefty Mom took off yesterday morning, and then I spent the rest of Saturday basically being a lazy bum. And then here we are. You would think I'd learn by now, Ari, but I think I've proven to everyone, if nothing else, I am a slow learner. The quote Ari started with was from your favorite Post Malone song, White Iversons. The only Iverson I know is Allen. You gotta go. All right, Bean. Thanks for popping in. Always good to see you. You didn't eat before chat. I'm sorry, Matt. How about this, guys? How about we just end the hunt right now and let's just all go to Taco Bell together? Here we go. 420. Are we gonna get it on the funny number? We did not. It'd be like that credit scene in Avengers Razzie. All of us just sitting around in silence eating tacos. It'd be amazing. Call dibs on the Baja Blast. All of the Baja Blast. There won't be any left for anyone else. Taco Bell, this really spells mid-afternoon situation, but your game? I've never really had that issue. I have with some other places, but not with Taco Bell. You'll give 2 Baja Blasts to everyone, but you get the rest. I think that's fair. That's a nice offer there, Mighty Munchkin. Alright, come on now. 846, 836, or 816 checks in. No shiny. You prefer the food made by the morning shift yet uncrushed by lunch rush? That's a good call, Larry. That's probably a good time to go. You love the Baja Blast flavors they do in cans? I've never seen them in cans. Tropical ones are usually bangers. I've tried a lot of the different Mountain Dew flavors. I gotta be honest, guys. Maybe it's just a me thing. Maybe it's just my age or my generation. I'm sure you guys will come up with some reason why I have a terrible opinion. Nothing will ever match the original for me. Like, I always go out of my way to try the new Mountain Dew flavors when they come out, but nothing has just ever compared with the classic. Mountain Dew Voltage. I mean, it's decent. It's decent. It's not bad. I just prefer the classic. Like, I'm not trying to say that the other flavors are bad, right? I think sometimes in this, you know, polarized listicle society we live in now, if you say something is your favorite, it implies that everything else is terrible. And that's not at all what I'm saying. Like, if I would choose different flavors of Mountain Dew over a lot of different things, but if you put every flavor of Mountain Dew in front of me, I'm going to go with the classic. It's not to say I don't enjoy the others. I just, if given the choice, prefer the classic. Oh, really, Cheese? Is that why? Nikos, what's going on? Nice to be here. You love bug Pokemon. The Gen 5 gifts never stood why ACCELGOR having higher attack than defense if he's a special attacker. That's a good question. I'm not sure why that would be the case. But I am glad you're here. Hopefully I can get one of these shiny bugs today so you can see. I'll get it for you. Yeah, I know there are quite a lot of Pokemon that are built to be a certain type of way, but their stats versus like their movesets and things like that don't really make sense to what they're intended for. Like, I know there's I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, but I know there's like quite a few Pokemon that are meant to be physical attackers, but the majority of moves they learn outside of TMs and egg moves are special attacking moves. It's like, why? Why did you do that? Your beach vacations were very Mountain Dew voltage pilled. Nice. Your favorite Mountain Dew flavor is also original. Okay, maybe it's not as hot of a take as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to get Baja blasted in the chat, but I guess I'm not. I mean, that said, if I'm going to Taco Bell and I'm getting a drink, I'm going to get a Baja Blast. Because I can get a regular Mountain Dew whenever I want. You used to get Baja Blasted. You will also crush any other flavor in an instant you're Mountain Dew obsessed. Yeah, exactly, Harry. That's kind of what I'm saying. Is like, I don't dislike any of the flavors. Just, you know, nothing compares to the original. That was the original lyrics Sinead sang. Pokemon Master Daniel, what is going on? Welcome in. I do, Cheese. I do know the lore behind the origins of Mountain Dew, which is pretty funny, pretty hilarious, pretty cool too. To say it complements the brightness shines down from the moon. I can call you Daniel? Okay. I will recognize that you are a Pokemon master though, but yeah, I'll call you Daniel. There's a summer of your life where you kill a 36 pack of Mountain Dew every 2 days, no water. Oh my goodness gracious, Ari. You're like a little spider monkey all hopped up on Mountain Dew. $36 pack, dang. Okay, it is, I believe it is now 3 p.m. or 1500 in the UK. Any of my UK viewers, have you been working on your bound suite today? And what's the luck been like? With all that energy to sit in your room watching Minecraft all day. Just twitching. Twitching on Twitch. Thank you to everyone for spending a little bit of your Sunday with me. I almost said Saturday. I do appreciate you guys hanging out. I say it every stream, but it's the God's honest truth. This is the best way for me to start a weekend morning, is hanging out with all of you. Longstaff starts and Gordon misses the game. It's Jover. Oh no, Looper. I'm sorry, buddy. Lizzie, you were excited to hunt Bound Sweet today? I am too, Matt. And I heard that it's double candy, too, which is awesome. Because I only have like 7 candy right now, and apparently I only have to catch like 11 Bound Sweet with pineapple berries to get enough candies to evolve the entire line. It was in Kansas, which doesn't get too hot, but you didn't have air conditioning, so you'd be dying of heat, not thinking of opening your window. Of course not. Why would you open your window? That's silly talk. All right, come on, lower switch. Be fast. Bella! Oh my goodness, guys, it's Bella. What's going on, Bella? How are you? You used to be Daniel. You're still Daniel in my mind. You're just now Daniel, who is also a Pokemon Master. It's a Bella! How have you been, friend? You're well? Aw, I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing well, too. I'm doing even weller now that you're here. I'm doing so well, you might even say that I'm swell. Or you might not, because that just sounds terrible. I'm doing so. Is that where it came from? I just thought about that. I wonder if that's where the turn came from. using the definition of swell to imply that you are doing well, that you are doing okay. Did that originally come from an abbreviation of so well? I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I gotta look up the etymology on that. Of course, swell has many different definitions, but that particular definition, I wonder if that's where it came from. It came from a 1950s greaser named Suello DiMaggio. You're probably right. You got a tattoo yesterday, so your wrist hurts a bit. Uh-oh. What tattoo did you get? And does your wrist hurt because you got the tattoo on your wrist, or does your wrist hurt because you were the one doing the tattoo, and all the tattoo gun work made your wrist sore? Very tiny farm town that kind of has one little main street. I don't know why, but I'm reimagining the television show Smallville, but with Aerie instead of Clark Kent. Actually, I know exactly why. A bunch of red spider lilies on your wrist and hand. Ah, very cool. Left hand or right hand? That's important. Exactly, Cheese. Left hand. Okay, that's good. Wait, why? Just because we're talking about you growing up in a small farm town in Kansas, and so now I'm just imagining that you are Clark Kent. Just living your life, rocking out to Remy Zero. Aerie Kent from Krypton. Yep. Cal Aerie. Ooh, or Ariel. Ooh. Ariel would actually work. That's your Kryptonian name, Ariel. You're a fantastically ripped young gentleman. I've always said that. I need someone to draw Ariana as Supergirl. Oh wait, that's already been done. It's literally any time anyone's ever drawn Supergirl. Did Venom ever have a street bike? I mean, I've seen Eddie Brock ride a motorcycle before, if that's what you mean. I mean, there was never like a Venom cycle, if that's what you're asking. At least I hope there wasn't. What's my favorite shiny paradox? Good question, Daniel. Mine is Great Tusk. It's my favorite paradox and my favorite shiny paradox. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. The color scheme is fantastic. I like that Venom is just like a puppy, but kind of evil. Yeah, that's a fair comparison. I like that. Cassandra Thompson, hello. How are ya? Hope you're having a good day. You'll send me a pic? I can't wait to see this. My guess is they made a Venom Cycle toy. That's what Cheese is about to send me. He's at the store right now. and he found a Venom Cycle toy. Do I like Animal Crossing New Horizons? I do. I own it. I don't. I haven't played it. I haven't played it in a while. But yeah, I do like it. I do like it. And I know there's a lot of people here in the chat and a lot of people that I'm friends with that really enjoy Animal Crossing. I haven't played it nearly as much as them, but it's a fun game. I'm assuming you like it too? Well, now, hey, I still want to see what it looks like. It's still going to be entertaining to look at. You gotta love bikes that are like 4 times the size of a grown man. You're at home in your PJs, lucky. Oh, I love Zelda, Cassandra. I absolutely love the Zelda series. It is always been a toss-up for me whether the Zelda series or the Pokemon series is my favorite video game series. I'm home too, yeah, but I'm not in my PJs. Come on, lower switch. Yeah, I think there's only a couple of Zelda games I have not played. A couple of the later, like DS and 3DS games. Like Spirit Tracks, Link Between Worlds. I haven't played those yet. Do I like the Game Boy? I do. I do. I've been playing Game Boy games since 1989, or the Game Boy family, I suppose you would say. Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS. Sounds like a skill issue. I mean, that's fair. I've heard that cheese. I have heard I'm really missing out on Link Between Worlds. It's just never picked that one up. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I got a nice little array of Pokemon plushies here. There's actually 3 levels. So there's a 3rd level of plushies that typically don't get on stream as well. But yeah, I'm kind of addicted to them. I haven't picked up any in a couple months though. Favorite part of Zelda is when Zelda goes hi-ya and smashes pots. He's so silly, that Legend of Zelda. I mean, that's why he's a legend, right? What's my favorite GBA game? Favorite GBA game? I mean, if we're talking Pokemon, it's probably going to be Fire Red. If we're talking not Pokemon, maybe Final Fantasy Tactics. My favorite shiny Pokemon would be Stuffle. Stuffle is my favorite shiny Pokemon. My second favorite shiny Pokemon is Ribombee. And my third favorite shiny Pokemon and my favorite shiny legendary is Xerneas. And Cassandra, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. I just saw that ticker go up. Tactics on the DS. Let me check. Hold on a second. You mean this one? Is this... Yeah, I loved it. I love the Final Fantasy games, and I love the Final Fantasy Tactics games. I look at them a little bit separately. Like, even though they're same overall franchise, I kind of look at them differently, and I love both of them in different ways. Yeah, I like the Final Fantasy Tactics series a lot. I gotta be honest though, Ari, I've never beaten one. It's one of my secret shames that's no longer a secret. And someone else just subbed. Thank you so much for whoever sub 1640 is. Like I always get yay far in a tactics game, and then I never finish it. I do like Kirby. I'm currently playing, as you can see right here, Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I just picked that up Friday night, and I'm enjoying that a lot. I've historically not played a lot of Kirby. Kirby was kind of like off my radar for a while. Like I was aware of it, but I never really got into it until a few years ago. I started playing some of the older games on the Nintendo Switch Online and really enjoyed those. And then when Forgotten Land came out, I thought it looked pretty fun. So, and I saw some friends play it. So I just finished off Princess Peach Showtime, and then I picked up Kirby, and that's what I have been playing off stream lately. Christian Montalvo, what's going on? I recognize you. Hope you're doing well. I've seen you around the block. Whoops. I just hit the mic, sorry. Will I be getting 1,000 Year Door? I probably will. Probably not like right away, but I will be getting it. I've recently been on this kind of kick, which I think is kind of smart actually, where I 100% a game before I buy another game. And I think that's kind of what's going to happen is, I don't know if it'll be the next game I buy, but I definitely want to 100% Kirby before I buy another game. Do I remember your username? Yeah, Daniel, I remember you. You're about to battle Diantha? Good luck, Mighty Munchkin. You're about to beat the champ. Diantha, okay. Hot take, maybe? I don't know. This might be a hot take. This might be a cold take. I think Diantha is the most forgettable champion in Pokemon. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the KFC? Oh my goodness, Cassandra. What did the chicken get at the KFC? Please tell me the chicken did not get an 8-piece meal. Kaka, I'm a Reshiram. You sure are. My favorite Reshiram. One of your favorite video game soundtracks is Moonstruck Blossom from a Kirby game. You don't know which one, but you love that song. I'll have to look it up. I am terrible with video game song, like soundtrack, like names. I recognize the songs, but I am terrible at knowing what the songs are named. So I might have heard that one. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, bless her. You think she's cool, but didn't even remember her name. I don't know what it is. I mean, poor girl. She is just forgettable. She just did not have the memory power of the other champions. Oh my gosh, Maddie P, you did not have to do that. A nice hat. Oh, thank you. This hat was purchased at the merch store of one of my friends, another fantastic content creator. Actually, a better content creator, a better streamer than me, named Shinies. This is his logo. The reason I'm wearing it, and I wore it yesterday as well, here's some real talk. Here's how Hefty works on the weekends. The reason why I've been wearing the Shinies hat this weekend and not my own hat from my own merch store is that my hat is down in the basement, and I've just been too lazy to go down there and grab it. Do you like Ocarina of Time, Splatoon 3, Rocket League? Also, what's my favorite Nintendo game? A lot of questions in a row. Let's see if we can get through these. Ocarina of Time, absolutely one of the best Zelda games ever. Huge fan of that. Splatoon 3, I've never played a Splatoon game, but I have some friends that really enjoy Splatoon. I've watched them play it. Looks like a lot of fun. I'm just not huge on multiplayer games. That's just me. Same thing with Rocket League. I've watched a lot of people play Rocket League, and I don't know why. I giggle every time I watch Rocket League. There's just something about that game that makes me laugh. Favorite Nintendo game? Honestly, right now, of all time, I would have to say my favorite Nintendo game is either... This is going to be a wild either or. You guys are going to think this is crazy. My favorite Nintendo game of all time is either Mega Man 2 or Super Mario Odyssey. Good morning, JJ. Christian, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Crow, good morning. I went back and I was watching part of the stream yesterday, Crow, and you came in and you wished me good morning, and I wished you good morning too. And then things got a little crazy, and I feel like I didn't get a chance, or I should say, I didn't take the time to really say hello to you and say how nice it is to see you, and I hope you're doing well. So I apologize for that. I hope you're having the best weekend ever. It's always good to see you. She was so incredibly outshining that story with Lysandra and AZ. Maybe that's what it is. That's a very fair point, Ari. I think there is, you know, for what is considered widely, I'm not saying I agree with it, but what is widely considered to be an unfinished game, it's kind of ironic that they had so much stuff going on in that game that Diantha just kind of got swept to the side. I'm not lazy. I can be. I have a tendency to veer on the lazy side. But, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm not lazy when it comes to important stuff. Oh, there's a lot of chat all in a row. You sleep lots. I'm glad you're getting good sleep, JJ. Minecraft is 50% off this week at GameStop. Let me know when it's 100% off, because that's how much I paid for it on the Switch. You genuinely adored that story, those characters. You were so moved by AZ and how terrifying Lysandra's plan was, and the idea of Pokemon being used in war. I agree. I think it's starting to turn around. I don't know if maybe it's the hype from Legends ZA, but I'm seeing a lot less Gen 6 hate in the last year or so. I know for a while, maybe hate's a strong word. I know for a while there's a lot of people that thought that Gen 6 was the weakest of the series. I really enjoyed Gen 6. What is the banana do a split going apart? Cassandra, you're just full of the jokes today, aren't you? Matt, apparently right now I don't have hats in the merch store. I can't figure out what's going on. This happened a couple times where I add hats to the merch store. They're there for a little bit. I buy a hat, someone else buys a hat, and then the hat just mysteriously disappears from the merch store. And I'm not sure why. So Dorian mentioned it a few weeks ago, and I looked at the store and I saw the hat was gone again. And I just haven't taken the time to try and fix that again. Kalabamon looks fun if you were to play any Minecraft style game. I've heard that's a good one. Jeez, it's not that Minecraft hurt me. It's that why would I pay for something that I already was able to get for free? What's my favorite Pokemon Hoenn game? I mean, I guess I probably have to say Emerald. I don't know. Emerald's got the better story, but I think I spent more time playing and enjoying Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I make you want to complete all your Nintendo games. Do it! I want to complete all my Nintendo games too. You still see so much hate towards it. It's a shame, but you've always liked it. I did too. I mean, I'm not going to dispute the unfinished part of the argument. I truly do believe that there was a third game plan that never came to fruition. I could totally be wrong, right? Like, I don't know for certain. But I truly believe there was a third game plan, and my reasoning for that, my justification for that was the Zygarde storyline in Sun and Moon felt so tacked on. It felt so out of place in the Sun and Moon game. I was like, you know what? I think this was originally supposed to be part of a third Gen 6 game, and when that idea got scrapped, they moved it into Gen 7. But no, I mean, I really enjoyed X and Y. I like the storyline. I like the graphics. I liked the locations. I like the shiny hunting. I still think that overall Gen 6 might have the best shiny hunting of any gen. You just like digital also, but free is free to start. Exactly. Why did the lion spit out the clown? Because it tasted funny. Oh my goodness. I like you, Cassandra. You stick around. You tell me some jokes. I appreciate it. You beat Diantha. Congratulations, Mighty Munchkin. The new champion of Kalos. Got to run for now. Brunch with Lizzie and Dad. Heading to the Cracker Barrel. Very nice. I love Cracker Barrel's chicken and dumplings. You bought Minecraft way back in 2012. And you'd share your account with a bunch of your classmates. And in 2013, your account was stolen. But you didn't even notice it until like 2020. Oh my gosh. Dominic, what's going on, man? Good to see you. You went through all the trouble of finding receipts and messaging customer support to finally reacquire your account. Dang, that's some dedication right there, Ari. Yeah, now you're gonna finish the game. Ari, I do wish with X and Y, I do wish there was a little more post-game content. There is some. I'm not saying there isn't any. There's some people that act like there's nothing to do after you defeat the Elite Four. But I do wish there's a little more post-game content. But probably the hottest take I've ever had that people don't agree with me on is Gen 5 is my least favorite gen. I still enjoy it because it's Pokemon and I like Pokemon. But if I had to pick a least favorite gen, it would be Gen 5. You have a hard time remembering anything about the game after the story because it's so perfect for you? That's fair. What, Daniel? Tycho also had a slot car set based on go-to fighters called Ursa Rumanoff versus Delilah Harper Ultimate Showdown set. Came out in 2002. That was so hard for me to say. My mouth is not working today. That's neat, Dominic. Just 4 years ago, that would have been the ice coldest take ever. Yeah, I mean, I remember when Gen 5 came out, there were a lot of people upset about it. Guess what happened to 8? I don't know, Cassandra. What happened to 8? You really liked X and Y, spent a lot of time in those games as a kid? Yeah, I really enjoyed them, Bella. Mewtwo, good morning. 788. Oh my gosh, Cassandra. I can't believe that. Poor 8. Poor 8 got eaten by 7. It was bound to happen. You know? Gotta keep an eye on those 7s. But yeah, my issue with Gen 5 wasn't, like, when it first came out, a lot of people were upset about it because it was all new Pokemon, no returning Pokemon, which people had some issues with, at least until Black 2, White 2. Black 2, White 2 did have some returning Pokemon, but in the original Black and White, there were no returning Pokemon until post-game. I was okay with that, although I do still feel like some of the new Gen 5 Pokemon were a little too cloney to Gen 1 Pokemon. A lot of them have really grown on me. As a downfall. Ari, don't be twisting my words, Ari. That's not what I said at all. I didn't say that lack of post-story content was a downfall for X and Y. I just said that I wish there was a little bit more post-game content. And Gen 5 is my least favorite gen, which I was about to get to, because of the required grinding. If you look at the Gen 5 Pokedex and look at the average level required to evolve Pokemon, it is so much higher than any other gen. I mean, I was getting to like late game. I'm talking, I had Pokemon in high 30s, low 40s that had never even evolved once. Um, I didn't like the grinding aspect of Gen 5. That was my issue with Gen 5. 6, 8, 7, 8, 9, but not 10. There's too much cannibalism going on here, Cassandra. Why did the Pokemon cross the road to become shiny? Nice. You sent me this shiny Poly on Discord. That's awesome, Mewtwo. I just saw that. That's so cool. Cute little box. Have I said hi to me? I mean, it's been a while since I've said hi to myself. Daniel. Numerical cannibalism causes a big divide. Absolutely. If I was the type to actually complete Pokedex, you'd probably like black and white a lot less. Yeah, and you know me, Ari. Of course I am. Even before I became a shiny hunter, I had to get every single Pokemon in the game. How you been, Mewtwo? You been good? I think we're going to take it up to 500 today. Or I guess technically 470. Still a little upset at myself for yesterday. Been playing Pokemon since Fire Red Leaf Green, didn't complete a single dex until Ultra Moon. Oh my gosh. You know, Ari, that's one of the great things about Pokemon, am I right? There's something for everybody. Doesn't matter what type of game you, or what aspect of a game you enjoy, you can pretty much find it in Pokemon. You into storylines, Pokemon's got them. You into collecting, Pokemon's got it. You're into battling, Pokemon's got it. You into hunting, Pokemon's got it. Have I said hi to your mom? I like Pokemon. I haven't talked to my mom today. I did talk to her last night when she stopped at the hotel. Your son loved Pokemon, your daughter-in-law, and your grandkids. You played with them since Gen 1 till Gen 7, but you were an average player. Compare them, your favorite is Blue, Silver, Pearl, White, Black 2, X, Y, Moon. Nice. Those are good game choices. Actually, with the exception of White, those are all my first games I played each generation. Gen 1, I played Blue first. Gen 2, I played Silver first. Gen 3, I played Ruby first. Gen 4, I played Pearl. Gen 5, I played Black and Black 2. Gen 6, I played X. Gen 7, I played Moon. You're a big fan, like an industrial size? You like and subscribe? I appreciate that, Cassandra. I really do. Yeah, Mewtwo. How your mom played Pokemon Go on Friday? She did an amazing job. She absolutely demolished Misty with her incredible team. If you're wondering what she had on her team, let me tell you. Her team currently consists of Pikachu, Pidgey, Rattata, Oddish, Rattata, and Oddish. And she destroyed Misty. She is undefeated. Most playthroughs became champion with like 20 dex entries. See, that's what my second playthroughs usually are. My second playthrough, or like, when I start the second game, I'll just breeze through it. I really take my time on the first one. What's my favorite YouTuber? I would say my favorite YouTuber would probably be... Today, my favorite YouTuber would probably be Spartan and Pudgy, which is a reaction channel with a nice Australian couple that watches anime, TV shows, movies. They're pretty cool. Hefty Mom's so good at Pokemon, she knows to bring 3 counters to Misty. Exactly. Nintendo should hire me? Oh my gosh. That'd be pretty neat. When I was a kid, I either wanted to work for Nintendo or for Marvel Comics. I still would love to work for Marvel Comics. But when I was a kid, first I wanted to work for Marvel Comics as an artist. As I got a little bit older, like in my teens, I was like, nah, I don't have the chops to be an artist, but I want to be a writer. I want to be a writer. Because at that point, my goal in life was to become a writer. In fact, when I went to college, my original plan was to have a dual major in creative writing and psychology. And then as I got older, it got into my 20s, and since then I've realized I still want to work for Marvel Comics, but I don't want to be an artist. I don't want to be a writer. I want to be an editor. Oh my gosh, Daniel just passed out right on the keyboard. My goodness gracious. Hopefully he wakes up soon. But yeah, working at Nintendo would be pretty neat. I'd like to work for either like Game Freak, like working on Pokemon, or I'd like to work on like the Zelda team. That'd be pretty fun. Thank you to all the new subs we got today. I appreciate you, including Cassandra, including Sir Shicker, including Christian Montalvo. I'm forgetting someone, and I apologize, but I got streamer brain, and I'm old to begin with, so my short-term memory is terrible. But I appreciate you guys so much for subscribing. Daniel, just a heads up, all your messages are getting hidden because a whole bunch of random letters in a row gets blocked by YouTube. So, just so you're aware. ACCELGOR used to be your least favorite Pokemon, and to be fair, you don't know why you thought it was ugly. Now you think it's alright. I mean, if we're talking about cute Pokemon, I don't know if I would put ACCELGOR in the top 100. But when it comes to shinies, I think ACCELGOR is probably A tier or higher. Yeah, the silly and ironic. You know, this is silly and ironic, but I feel like you could write some banger episodes of Black Mirror, but you'd not be able to watch them once they were aired because you're a baby. Hey, you know what? I've heard, it might have been Stephen King that said it, or some other horror writer, that you know that you're doing good at your job if you can write something that scares yourself. Daniel, you've always been a great part of the community, and I always enjoy your positivity, but I'm going to tell you now, your last 5 messages have been hidden and deleted. I don't know, maybe you had some extra sugar today, but I'm just telling you now, dude, chill out a little bit. Mewtwo will volunteer and watch them. I think Mewtwo would be a great viewer. Mewtwo would be like one of the best viewers ever. You're stuck in the credits. Those are long credits. It will end eventually, Mighty Munchkin. Do I love Pokemon Violet? I do. I do. I love all Pokemon games. I love Pokemon Violet. I love Pokemon Scarlet. How about you, Cassandra? What's your favorite Pokemon game? All of them. Good answer. That would be my answer too. You're eating honey mustard potato chips. I would be curious to try those. There is a possibility I would enjoy that. I typically don't like flavored potato chips because I'm boring, but I am a big fan of honey mustard. Turn on the potato, cross the road. That's what I'm saying. Seeing Lance Stroll finish in the top 10 of an F1 race is never fun. Ouch. He grown legs. That potato done grown legs. They're nice. You're not huge on potato chips. I just like plain old potato chips. And I like plain old potato chips. I will devour a bag of salt and vinegar potato chips, but it's not because necessarily I like them. There is something that is absolutely addictive in salt and vinegar potato chips that I cannot not keep eating them, even though I don't want to. Hefty and boring, those two words don't belong in the same sentence. Well, that's really sweet of you to say, Lobo. Sweet and a little tangy, just like you, Ari. All right, Daniel, I'm sorry, bud. Like I said, you're usually pretty good, but I think you're on the sauce today or something. We're gonna have to give you a little break. Mommy is such a weird word. And now that I just said it out loud with that pronunciation, I wish I didn't. All right, 499. Is this going to be the shiny? It is not. All right, one more check for the day. If it doesn't shine here, folks, we'll continue this on the next one. But before we go, I have some thank yous to make. Again, thank you to all the new subs today. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for joining this wonderful community. I'd also like to thank Mighty Munchkin for 4 months of membership, Tyler Shanks for 7 months, Hassan for 15 months, and Mr. Shinies himself for 16 months. Thank you all very, very much. Here we go. A little break was your amateur rap career name? That's a good name. Here we go. Here we go. Last check of the day. Is it going to be shiny? Is it going to be shiny? Mewtwo, thank you for the 13 months. Not shiny. All right. We will be back continuing this hunt next time. But everyone, thank you so much for being here. What a great start to my Sunday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Good luck to everyone that is doing Balance Week Community Day today. Hope you get all the shinies your little hearts desire. Do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. Take care. I appreciate you. See you on the next one.